Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with the AG Talk Show. Now in today's video I'm going to be talking about Apple and Samsung, not specifically their product or their product line or anything about that, but their mistakes in the past, such as the Apple Bendgate with the iPhone 6 and the current iPad Pro 11.4 inch I believe and a 12.9 inch. So yeah, as you know already, Apple doesn't like to own up to their mistakes, but with Samsung, they do. They in fact do, such as the new Samsung Fold that came out a couple months back, but they had to put it back into designing. They had to redesign it because people were having a lot of problems with it because they thought the glass part or the glass screen protector, people thought they would peel it off and stuff like that. And especially their Note 7, you can't forget about that. Alrighty guys, before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also like the video, as it'd be greatly appreciated. Alright, let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so we're going to look at it this way. Let's use the iPhone 6 Bendgate analogy and the Note 7 battery explosion analogy, and then we'll also compare the Samsung Fold, the one that came out a couple months back before it was redesigned, versus the iPad Pro. So as you know already, or most probably know, when the iPhone 6 first came out, there was a lot of customers complaining how it can be easily bent. I know Unbox Therapy did a video on how the iPhone 6 could be easily bent. It was like almost, I'd say 30 to 45 degrees in angle of how he bent it. And yeah, but with the Note 7, the battery kept exploding in people's pockets. I know there's some videos on YouTube showing the Note 7 battery exploding. But yeah, how did Apple and Samsung both react differently? Well, let's look at it this way. Apple, what they did is they just pushed that problem off into the next model, the 6S's and the 6S Plus. They kind of fixed it then and there. They didn't take the time to recall the product, and I know that'd be a huge loss for them. That's probably why they didn't do it. But a different story with the Note 7. Now, the Note 7, that was a very serious problem, not gonna lie. The battery exploding, you could die of that, just saying. And they had to do something about it. Unlike Apple, they just kind of pushed it aside. But yeah, Samsung did something, Apple didn't. Samsung gets a point, Apple doesn't. But you do have to look at it this way as well. Samsung, they had a bigger problem on their hands. While with the iPhone 6, that was most likely the consumer's fault if it did get bent, while Apple just poorly designed it, that's the thing. And same with the Note 7, don't get me wrong there, but yeah. Now, comparing with the iPad Pro and the Samsung Fold, the one that had a lot of problems with it, the iPad Pro, if you look at Jerry Rig's video, Jerry Rig Everything, do it yourself, you can see him kind of bend the iPad to a really far extent, which it really shouldn't be like that. And if you look at the Samsung, it wasn't that much of a bending because obviously it's supposed to fold and stuff like that. But it was mostly like the screen protector was coming off, or they supposedly call screen protector, and people just didn't know that. So then they took it back and they redesigned it, which I think is amazing. Because, you know, Apple wouldn't do that because of the past with the iPhone 6 and the iPad Pros. The iPad Pro 11.9 inch, the 12.9. But yeah, Apple would never do such a thing in the past, or they never did, the iPad Pro and the 6. But if you look at Samsung, they kind of owned up to their mistakes versus Apple. They never really owned up, only Samsung did with the Note 7 and the problems with the Samsung Fold when it first was released to the market. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys hit the like button and also subscribe. And for my next video, I'm gonna release the details a little bit early. I'm switching over to Android, or I've already have, yes. Alrighty, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also like the video, and thanks for watching with the AG Talk Show.